Oh, what's up, YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. This is 365 days of writing a short story every day until I become a better storyteller, writer, and artist. An artist. All right, so now you can see day 11 for the outline of this story. Today we have the revised version, the rough draft. And everything is more polished, it's more cleaned up. Now, the raw, unfiltered version is day 11. That's with all the mistakes. You got a lot of the idea is there. The idea is there, but it's like you got to dig for it a little bit. But it's there. It was forming. It was formulating. It was percolating, and everything. Hey, man, the Big Bang wasn't pretty either, man. That's what they say. I mean, if you believe in that. But anyway, this is day 12, man. I think I already said that. I'm gonna say it again. All right, without further ado, late again, revised version. For the past 30 minutes, the loud wailing of a cell phone alarm had filled the room, but it failed to pull him from his slumber. It's 8:40 a.m. and Jermaine is late for school. Buried under layers of pillows and blankets, his TV had never been turned off. An unfinished bag of chips sat in the center of an open textbook on the nightstand. A cool breeze was lightly pulled into the room through the half open window, paired with a box fan placed strategically on an orange crate. Finally, a hand slid slowly out from underneath the cotton filled covers, half unfurled. Then, in an instant, it bloomed like a spring bud and snapped the phone from the nightstand like a Venus flytrap. His index finger curled upwards and proceeded downwards, striking the screen of the phone until the blaring alarm ceased. The blanket shifted upwards, revealing curling and uncurling toes. He then launched the covers from his upper half. He then launched the covers, revealing his upper half, and released a yawn that caused his body to convulse. It was like sleep physically expelling from his body. He sat forward, hanging his head, placing a hand over his eyes, peeking through his fingers. He peeled an eye open to gander at his phone. Damn, he sighed. He crept to the edge of the bed and sluggishly walked towards the bathroom. Water rushed down the drain as he dampened a gray toothbrush and adding a coat of green paste. The brush moved left to right, up and down rapidly. The brushing reverberated throughout the bathroom. Time waits on no student, lifting one arm, then frantically rolling deodorant on each pit. Perched on a shelf was a blue box. He reached for it, pulling out a medium-sized triangular glass object. He held it 2 inches in front of his chest. Three short, sharp hissing noises moisturized his neck and his shirt. He stared at the shower head through the mirror. Then, then the background blurred as he refocused his attention on his reflection, shaking his head in disapproval as if he missed an opportunity. Speeding back into the room, he snatched his uniform shirt from the computer chair, tossing it over his head, then twisting, then twisting it back and forth, searching for the armholes. His folded arms poked through every which way. Then he reached for his then he reached for his 4-day old unwashed jeans. He looked how a habitually late teenager would look, effortlessly disheveled. He didn't mind the look as long as he made it to his destination. Next, He packed his bag, scooping his textbooks into his backpack. and loading a black duffel bag with a change of clothing and a few masks and a pair of clunky dark boots. Hoisting the one strap from the duffel bag across his chest, and lastly, his backpack dawning on his back. The extra weight restricted the extra weight noticeably restricted his movements, letting out one last yawn for the road as he made way towards the front door. Hours later, school has come to an end. He's accompanied by a classmate. They branch off in opposite directions. He's taking a different route. After standing at the bus stop for a few minutes, one had arrived. He boarded, dropping change into the coin slot. Any seat would do. He plopped down. Rumbling through his bag, he opened a manila envelope. He stuck three fingers in, and out he fished a document with a list format. He was failing first period geometry and second period physics. If second period physics wasn't far behind, tossing the document back into the depths from whence it came, he sucked his teeth. The last stop on the route, once he exited the bus, it became empty. He treaded in the direction of a large house that was at the corner of a neighborhood. A white pickup truck was parked in the driveway. The door to the premises was ajar. Sharp echoes escaped. The closer he got, the closer he got. He averted his eyes upwards. The ceilings were some of the highest he has ever seen. His eyes fell back down towards the empty living room, where an older man stood on a ladder, handling a loaded roller, pushing upwards a thick stroke of egg white paint. The sound is rhythmic. The man took notice of him. Well, let's go. He muffled words through his face mask. Beside the ladder was 9 untapped cans of paint and a second ladder. He shuffled towards the second ladder, bending over slightly, clutching the step underneath his arm as he drags it to the untouched side of the dining room. He popped open the duffel bag, grabbing the second pair of clothing. Quickly, he kicked off his school pants and pulled up the dark jeans. One foot at a time, he hopped into each boot. Snapping a face mask over his mouth was the cherry on top. 10:40 p.m. His timer binged loudly as his shift was brought to an end. His manager walked over, thumbing through a stack of blue-faced Benjamin Franklins. Here's your cut for the week. All the energy drained from his body, yet joyfully clasping his check, the manager paused for a second, grinning. You're a very hard worker. How's school? Dropping the money into that vanilla envelope from earlier, all good except for like first and second period. But I'll just have to study harder, I guess. The manager glared, pondering. He paced back towards the dining room. No more study, more sleep. I'm adding an extra off day. So now it's 3 days on, 3 days off. Take care of your take care of your priorities. You're a smart kid. Oh, and I won't dock your pay. You've helped my business, so you've earned it. Now go. His voice echoed throughout the mansion. The boy eyes welled up with joy and appreciation. Thank you, he echoed back. Abruptly, he hurried out the door, trotting to the bus terminal. The last bus of the night. By the stroke of luck, he was just in time. Tossing his belongings and himself into the seat, his joyous eyes were just as heavy. Finally home, there was no way he could make it past the couch. He collapsed. Good thing it's Friday. I'm not just writing stories. This is me documenting the climb. Day 12.